Hello, I'm Naomi Wenetong, a proud Cubby Cubby woman. Welcome to the opening of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair online platform for 2021, a 10-day online festival that starts tonight through to Friday the 19th of November. Let's hear from the traditional owners of Cairns. First up is Jeannette Singleton of the Yirraganji Nation.
Welcome everyone to CIAF 2021 opening night. My name is Jeannette Singleton and I represent the Yirraganji people here tonight. So first of all, I'd like to acknowledge the Lord Jesus and my ancestors, both past and present. And on behalf of the Yirraganji people, I welcome you all onto our traditional country of Cairns. And I hope you have a fantastic night tonight, and also in the next 2 weeks to have a look at our arts and artefacts that will be showcasing here in Cairns, and also the history of our people right across the country, especially up here in North Queensland, and beautiful Cairns. It's great to be here and I wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeannette Singleton. Next, we have Guju Guju, a proud Gimoy Wallabara Yindinji man and traditional owner to Cairns.
Belanggaran Jondo Gimoy. Welcome you here to Cairns. Nayo ma Yidinji nayo Guju Jondo Janan nayo Janal Jabu. While you're here on country, you can sit down and walk around on country. Gimoy is the name of the slippery blue fig tree, of which there's a number of figs around here in the Cairns area. But today we're talking about CIAF and welcoming you to the ceremony here, and welcome you here on behalf of my mob to Cairns, but also welcome you to CIAF. So, Inagaran, Nayo Belan, Nayo Gimoy, Nayo CIAF. While you're here as well, welcome to the festival, and hopefully you enjoy yourself while you're partaking in this and seeing all the different artists from all around the country. I'd like to welcome you here too, and my mother's country is Kunganji country over at Yarrabah, and Yidinji country is here where I am, my dad's country. So welcome, have a great time, and take care. Gully.
Thank you, Guju Guju, for welcoming us to your country. Before we get into the official opening of CIAF 2021, please, let's join together in a virtual minute of silence to honour those that have gone before us, those that have shared their vision to enable us to continue to enjoy this wonderful event. And as we honour, let's remember and let's dream. Professor Henrietta Fourmile Mari, AM, is a Gimoy Wallabara Yindinji woman of Cairns, born and raised in the community of Yarrabah. Let's hear from CIAF patron First Nations Henrietta Mari.
Good afternoon, everyone, and once again we are here in Tamwoy, Cairns, to celebrate the 2021 CIAF. As First Nations patron and on behalf of our patron of Cairns CIAF, I would like to welcome you all to CIAF 2021. We have so much exhibitions and arts and works of arts as well as performances happening this year, and we would like to invite you all to come and see the great work that's being done here by the CIAF team. Thank you.
Thank you, Henrietta. Jeannette Harding is a proud sovereign woman from Ereb in the Eastern Torres Strait and Cuckoo, North-East Cape York. Jeannette is the Artistic Director of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair. Let's hear from Jeannette, who will provide you with some insight into this year's online program.
Thank you, Naomi. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for CIAF's 2021 opening night. My name is Jeannette Harding, and I am the Artistic Director of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair. I'm a proud sovereign woman with cultural connection deeply rooted in the far north of the state, now known as Queensland, through Ereb Island in the Eastern Torres Strait and Cuckoo in North-East Cape York. CIAF 2021 is an online arts and cultural festival showcasing Queensland First Nations artists, curators, performers, cultural knowledge holders and communities. Our new 10-day digital program is a testament to the oldest living culture in the world. This year's art fair is a presentation of works based on CIAF's sacred theme, an artistic response to Queensland sacred sites and places of significance. Tonight we open the art fair virtual gallery for you to browse the artwork and an e-commerce platform to purchase work and read up on the stories and artist profiles. You'll see how art can be used to tell our stories, demonstrate our profound connection to country and highlight issues that impact our people. Hear directly from Queensland First Peoples that are expert in their field through the CIAF Symposium. You'll have the opportunity to hear from artists, designers, arts workers, curators and entrepreneurs as they share their stories, culture and artistic practice through a survey of Queensland's First Nation people's art and design. CIAF Conversations offer audiences the opportunity to interact in real time via live webinar streams that cover important issues such as Queensland Treaty and Queensland Indigenous tourism. Music in the Park is a free concert and art market at Munro Martin Parklands, right here in Cairns, on the 13th of November from 5 p.m. This event will be live streamed for those that can't physically be here in Cairns. Performers include, direct from Hopevale, the Warrigan Band, local hip-hop act from Cairns, Seabreeze, the beautiful and talented Naomi Wenatong, and headlining the event is Black Image. The CIAF Annual Art Awards presentation is hosted by CIAF 2021 Ambassador Naomi Wenatong. The awards cover 6 categories that highlight the most outstanding work from the art fair. You'll have a chance to hear from art award recipients and CIAF's committed art awards sponsors. From tonight through until the 17th of November, you'll have the chance to vote for your favourite artwork. The artist with the most votes will be the recipient of the 2021 People's Choice Award. Keeping with the CIAF 2021 theme, Sacred, Of Spirit and Story is the title of the CIAF Fashion Showcase. Utilising high production values and performance, this year's fashion presentation will take you on a different journey. Each collection showcases the designer's interpretation of sacred sites and places of significance, along with their stories of country and the preservation of our vast resources. Shot on location in and around the Yarrabah community, we present wearable art and fashion that focuses on eco-friendly, recycling and repurposing. We shine the spotlight on Cape York communities to offer CIAF's wider audience of friends and supporters an intimate virtual insight to Queensland's First Peoples art and culture through music, storytelling and caring for country. Now, if you're in Cairns, CIAF has a series of satellite exhibitions to see physically here in Cairns at the Courthouse Gallery, Northside Contemporary Arts and the Cairns Art Gallery. So every day over 10 days, you'll be enriched by our virtual presentations of Queensland First Peoples art and culture. Please go to 2021CIAF.com.au to purchase work and to vote for the People's Choice Art Award. Go to shop.ciaf.com.au and don't forget to go to CIAF Facebook and Instagram. Welcome to CIAF 2021 online.
Thank you, Jeannette. Next, I would like to welcome the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair Chair, Mr. Tom Mosby.
Hello friends and families, and welcome to CIAF 2021. My name is Tom Mosby, and as the Chair and on behalf of the CIAF Board of Directors, staff and volunteers, I send my very warmest greetings to everyone joining us online tonight. While these continue to be unprecedented times, we are very pleased to once again present a virtual CIAF program, enabling everyone to engage with and celebrate the strong and unique Queensland Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander arts and culture. I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of Cairns and the Cairns region, the Urgungji and the Gimui Walbara Yidinji peoples. I pay my respects to them and their elders past and present. I also acknowledge traditional owners and custodians around the country, including the Wurundjeri peoples of the Greater Kulin Nation, who are the traditional owners of the land where I'm currently located in Melbourne, land which have never been ceded. I wish to acknowledge Her Excellency the Honourable Dr. Jeannette, Governor of Queensland, together with our First Nations patron Henrietta Four-Mile Murray AM. I am also very pleased to acknowledge the Honourable Anastasia Palaszczuk, the Premier of Queensland, and the Honourable Leeanne Enoch, Minister for the Arts. I wish to particularly acknowledge Minister Enoch, who together with Cynthia Louis and Lance McCallum are the three First Nations members of the Queensland Parliament. I acknowledge Councillor Bob Manning, Mayor of Cairns and a fellow member of the CIAF Board of Directors, which also include Marilyn Miller, Gil Mailman and Andrew Clark. But I also wish to thank and acknowledge particularly my fellow board members for their continued support and dedication to CIAF, including paying my respects to the late Aaron Meeks, who was a member of the CIAF board until his passing. We of course cannot deliver CIAF without the support of our many partners, and I wish to acknowledge our foundation partners, Arts Queensland and Tourism Events Queensland, Cairns Regional Council, Australia Council for the Arts, the Federal Indigenous Visual Arts Industry Support Program, and Tourism Tropical North Queensland. These are very challenging economic times as well for many in the corporate sector, so CIAF is very grateful for the generous and continued support of our corporate sponsors, including Skytrans, Holding Redlick, Cairns Airport, Coral Expeditions, CA Architects, Cox Architecture, TAFE Queensland and Lendlease. I also acknowledge the generous sponsors who have contributed cash prizes to the CIAF Art Awards, the Department of Premier and Cabinet Queensland, Cairns Regional Council, BDO Accounting, Ports North, Fibre Optics North Queensland and Holding Redlick. CIAF, of course, is not possible without our artists, and I wish to acknowledge and thank all of our participating artists, art centres and galleries, acknowledging particularly the invaluable partnership that CIAF has with the Indigenous Arts Centre Alliance. We are, of course, unable to deliver CIAF without the support of our many friends and families who contribute immeasurably to the success of CIAF every year. In particular, I wish to acknowledge and thank our broader Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities for their ongoing support. Finally, CIAF cannot take place without the hard work and dedication of the CIAF team, and I take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank CIAF's Artistic Director Jeannette Harding and General Manager Daryl Harris. While 2021 has continued to be a challenge for all of us, I wish to also thank and commend the entire CIAF team for their creativity and resourcefulness in being able to once again take CIAF online and delivering what I am sure will be an amazing virtual program. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I wish you a very happy and enjoyable CIAF 2021. I wish you and your family good health during this time, and I look forward to welcoming you back in 2022 when we come together once again. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Tom. Cairns Mayor, Councillor Bob Manning, OAM. Mayor Manning is a huge supporter of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair. Mayor Manning is a director of the CIAF board and is committed to Cairns Regional Council, providing ongoing in-kind support to the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair. Please welcome Mayor Manning.
Good evening. I'm excited to welcome you all to the official opening of the 2021 Cairns Indigenous Art Fair. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today and pay respect to their elders past and present, and acknowledge other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who are taking part in this event. Over the next 10 days, CIAF will be delivered through a combination of online content and special events in Cairns, including live stream presentations, fashion shows and performances, film and theatre, and of course, gallery exhibitions. As a member of the CIAF board, I've had the pleasure of watching this event grow into the successful showcase of Indigenous art and culture that it is today. This year, we celebrate 12 years of CIAF, but unfortunately, this cultural celebration has been impacted by the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. However, just as they did last year, organisers have risen to the challenge and produced a hybrid program using digital platforms and live events which will showcase our Indigenous art and artists to a global audience. More than 285,000 people have attended CIAF over the past 11 years, and over 1,500 Queensland Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander artists having been represented. Significantly, $7 million of Queensland Indigenous art has been sold as a result of this event. This event is not only a celebration and expression of Queensland's Indigenous culture, it has become a genuine platform for emerging professional artists to be noticed and to achieve international status. Protecting and preserving our Indigenous history, heritage and culture is important, not only for our identity as a nation, but also in providing employment and economic and social benefits. I am proud to be part of a community and council that has passion and dedication in preserving and protecting our Indigenous cultures. Under the guidance of Chairman Tom Mosby, CIAF has grown to cement its place on the international art scene, and Cairns' reputation as a genuine arts destination, a city which has a stated goal of becoming the arts capital of Northern Australia. To my fellow board members and the management and staff of CIAF, I offer my congratulations on the ongoing hard work and dedication to the success of this event. Thank you to the sponsors and supporters who make this event possible. I'd like to thank the Queensland Government for assistance in establishing CIAF a decade ago and their continued support of this fabulous event. Thank you all.
Thank you, Councillor Bob Manning, Cairns Mayor. Please welcome our deadly sister, the Minister for Communities and Housing, Minister for Digital Economy and Minister for the Arts, the Honourable Leeanne Enoch.
Well, hello and welcome to the virtual opening of CIAF 2021. I acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands that we all gather on today and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. The 2021 Cairns Indigenous Art Fair builds on CIAF's strong history of sharing the arts and creativity of First Nations peoples from across far north Queensland. Now in its 12th year, CIAF hosts an ethical marketplace for artists and buyers, showcasing powerful work from emerging and established artists and from Indigenous art centres. CIAF also provides an important platform for professional development and cultural exchange for First Nations artists, supporting career pathways for emerging artists. The Queensland Government has proudly supported CIAF since its inception and provides annual funding of $600,000 to support this important event. We are also providing CIAF further funding of $284,000 to support digital elements, the Performing Arts program, and to commission large-scale artworks for CIAF's big sculpture showcase in 2022. Created together, the government's 10-year roadmap for arts, culture and creativity in Queensland includes a priority to elevate First Nations art. I hope you enjoy this unique celebration of the rich cultures and creativity of First Nations artists and culture from across far north Queensland.
Thank you, Minister Enoch. The Cairns Indigenous Art Fair would like to thank the Honourable Paul de Jersey, AC CVO QC, the 26th Governor of Queensland, and now former patron who represented CIAF from 2014 to 2021. On behalf of CIAF's board and staff, we wish to thank Mr. de Jersey and his wife Kay for his patronage on our organisation and support of the Indigenous art movement of Queensland, as well as for his dedication to the peoples of Queensland. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our final speaker, the new Governor of Queensland, Her Excellency, Dr. Jeannette Young, PSM. Welcome to CIAF, Her Excellency.
Hello. I extend my very warm and respectful greetings to the traditional custodians of the lands and seas of Queensland, wherever we are gathered. I'm greatly honoured that one of my first duties as Governor is to record this video message in support of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair. I know this year's event has been difficult to organise and that CIAF supporters are not all able to come together in the usual way in Cairns this year. But it's a testament to the resolve of the entire CIAF family that almost all elements of this year's fair have been retained in some way, and that today's opening has been reinvented as a virtual celebration. The Cairns Indigenous Art Fair is of tremendous importance to Queensland. We are all enriched by learning more about the incredible connection of First Nations people to country and culture expressed through artistic endeavours. I congratulate everyone involved in bringing to fruition this vibrant, dynamic celebration. I'm delighted to accept patronage of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair alongside First Nations patron Henrietta Four-Mile-Marie. I'm further honoured to now officially launch Cairns Indigenous Art Fair 2021. I wish you all every success.
Thank you, Your Excellency. CIAF Art Fair is now open online. Please go to CIAF Art Fair is now open online. Please go to 2021ciaf.com.au for the official website. To purchase work and to vote for the People's Choice Award, go to shop.ciaf.com.au. That concludes our formal proceedings. I'm excited to introduce you to a couple of Queensland's First Nations music performers tonight. CIAF is thrilled to unearth our first act tonight, Eisha Jade. Eisha Jade is a 16-year-old Gungandji young woman based in Cairns with a natural gift for music. Eisha Jade started singing from the age of 5 and takes inspiration from all styles of music and has written a few songs of her own. Eisha Jade aspires to be a positive role model for other Indigenous youth. She believes our young people should follow their dreams and don't ever give up on life. Please welcome tonight, Eisha Jade.
Hi guys, my name is Eisha Jade and welcome to the CIAF opening night. I am a Gungandji singer-songwriter and I'm going to sing a couple songs for you today. This song is called Joker and it is one of the first songs that I ever wrote, and it is about being neglected and just feeling alone. And I try my hardest and try my best to keep it together. Every time I think I'm healing, you hurt me and leaving me scarred. I'm trying and trying, but trying doesn't get me very far. When you say you're gonna call, I don't get a call from you at all. Am I the joker in your deck of cards? You kicked me to the curb and my world's been dark. Face down, never high, I never saw the light. You told me that I'm special and you're proud of me, but when I wanna see you, you get up and leave. When will I see you're no good for me? And we can play pretend if you want, and I can act okay, but I'm not. And I can face the pain, but I'm scared of losing something I'll never have. Am I the joker in your deck of cards? You kicked me to the curb and my world's been dark. Face down, never high, I never saw the light. Told me that I'm special and you're proud of me, but when I wanna see you, you get up and leave. When will I see you're no good for me? And when will I see you're no good for me? This next song is called Closest to Me. And it is about basically a home away from home. So feeling at home, whether that's a person or a thing. When the lights are low and I'm feeling so alone, I wanna run back to my home, but I got nowhere to go. When the lights are on and I'm feeling so exposed, my insecurities, they glow. And I'm waiting for the green light to let me go. And I'm looking for the go sign so I can hit the road. If home was a person, that's who you'd be. If time was a person, you'd be timeless to me. And I'm waiting for the green light to let me be. Just you and me, my home closest to me. Stopping at the gas store, looking in your eyes. You look so good in this light. Turn away quickly before you gon' catch me. Boy, you give me butterflies. Take me away from here. Let our conscience run clear. This is for here and now. In the clouds, there's no turning back from now. If home was a person, that's who you'd be. If time was a person, you'd be timeless to me. And I'm waiting for the green light to let me be. Just you and me, my home closest to me. Closest to me. If home was a person, that's who you'd be. If time was a person, you'd be timeless to me. And I'm waiting for the green light to let me be. Just you and me, my home closest to me. Closest to me. closest to me. This song is called, On My Way, and it is basically asking God for help and asking Him to put me on the right track. They say there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but mine is slowly drifting. It feels like it is fading. They say if you wish up upon a star, it'll come true. But I've wished a constellation, and the stars are disappearing. Oh, why do I try when I get nothing in return? Just a heart that's bruised and burned. Oh, why so late at night? My eyes are fully closed. I am sleeping, but I am woke. I pray to God to lead me on my way, lead me to hope and peace, but not to misery. I pray to God to lead me on my way, lead me to hope and peace, but not to misery. I pray to God and I got this far. I wished on every shooting star. I command me to do well, even when I'm not feeling well. I pray to God and I've got this far. I've wished on every shooting star. I command me to do well, even when I'm not feeling well. Try when I get nothing in return, just a heart that's bruised and burned. Oh, I so late at night, my eyes are fully closed, and I'm sleeping, but I am woke. I pray to God to lead me on my way, lead me to hope and peace, but not to misery. I pray to God to lead me on my way, lead me to hope and peace, but not to misery. I pray to God and I've got this far. I wished on every shooting star. I command me to do well, even when I'm not feeling well. I pray to God and I've got this far. I wished on every shooting star. I command me to do well, even when I'm not feeling well. I pray to God to lead me on my way, lead me to hope and peace, but not to misery. I pray to God to lead me on my way, lead me to hope and peace, but not to misery. That song I wrote like 2 days before the show, and I had the help, and it was really good. And this next song is called Do or Don't. I also wrote this 2 days ago. And Do or Don't is about making a choice and not knowing what to do. And struggling to find what to say and how to do it. So, here's what's happening on this episode. I'm in the middle, but there's no telling, no telling if I should stay or should I go. On repeat, saying your name in my sleep. The soundless words as they try to reach, but I went wrong. It's been way too long. So tell me when the water runs dry and I'm feeling so alone. Do I stay or should I hit the road? Do I stay or should I go? Do I live or do I don't? Do I turn into a ghost? So tell me when the water runs dry and I'm feeling so alone. Do I stay or should I hit the road? Should I go? Do I live or do I don't? Do I turn into a ghost and let my flame go? You say we're not two different people in two different lanes. Thinking back to times we used to play. Man, what happened to those days? Now, looking at the window, thinking how to fix your picture in my brain. I'm thinking why you gotta show me those teary eyes? So tell me when the water runs dry and I'm feeling so alone. Do I stay or should I hit the road? Do I stay or should I go? Do I live or do I don't? Do I turn into a ghost? So tell me when the water runs dry and I'm feeling so alone. Do I stay or should I hit the road? Do I stay, should I go? Do I live or do I don't? Do I turn into a ghost and let my flame go? So this song is called If You Want To, and it's about saying what you want to say and not thinking of the consequences because your opinion is your own. Let's start from the start. From the very first beat of my heart, I was shy, never spoke, 'cause they told me I wasn't old enough. I was scared, felt alone, only friend I had was the moon. When it spoke, made me smile, but it went away for a while. Time takes a never-ending clock, and then I thought when I grew up that I'm gonna be her, I'm gonna be her. So scream if you want to, as loud as you can. trapped up with no air, not held down by anything. So scream if you want to, as loud as you can. I am a lion, I am who I am. I wanna be free where I'm not trapped up with no air, not held down by anything. You could say I stayed quiet for most days, but my heart was vibrant, but you were violent, so I stayed silent. I guess you had hold on me, never let me breathe, never let me fly, but now I'm touching the sky. And oh, I know that it isn't easy to say what you wanna say. And I know that it don't feel better to keep it in any way. And I know that you want to scream, but you're keeping it in for the day. But I say, if you want to scream, just scream anyway. So scream if you want to, as loud as you can. I am a lion, I am who I am. I wanna be free where I'm not trapped up with no air, not held down by anything. I wanna be ruthless, I wanna be cruel. I wish that I could stop forgiving you. I wanna be free where I'm not trapped up with no air, not held down by anything. Oh, oh, oh. So scream if you want to, as loud as you can. I am a lion, I am who I am. I wanna be free where I'm not trapped up with no air, not held down by anything. My last song is called Your POV, and it is about a relationship that drifted apart, and it's the other person's perspective of how it went down. Watching the on TV, you sat so far away from me. After one episode, you were gone. You were always on that phone call, and I don't even know we used to be so close. What happened to forever, you and I? You used to always wanna be by my side. You and I against the world, hand in hand, a man and girl. What happened to us then? Your eyes don't feel the same, it's inconsistent. Your heart don't beat the same, it beats different, and I don't even know. We used to be so close. What happened to forever, you and I? We used to always wanna be by our side, you and I against the world, hand in hand, a man and girl. What happened to us then? What happened to us then? What happened to us then? Thank you so much, CIAF, for having me, and I enjoy working with you in the future.
Thank you, Aisha Jade. Now for our final performance for the opening of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair 2021. Chris Tamwoy is an award-winning First Nations Australian singer, songwriter and musician, with both Eastern and Western Torres Strait Islander blood running through his veins. His distinctive guitar tap style and vibrant personality see him in high demand for gigs across Australia, the USA, ongoing media appearances and documentary features. Dubbed a Gar virtuoso, this humble young man's music, personality and vibe are unforgettable. Please welcome Chris Tamwoy with special guest Tanya Rose Gibbama. Thank you, Chris and Tanya Rose.
Kulbaya daye, kulbaya daye, kulbaya daya karya ya kul, bah kulbaya daye, kulbaya daye, kulbaya daye. Ayo, 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 mai tadi. Ya, baru kau yang uakai, baru kau yang uakai, baru kau yang Kulbaya daye, kulbaya daye, kulbaya daye, kulbaya daye. Kolle purkau zurul gut palimai signagin kain gay gapalgin ayo 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 mai tari ya Yaya Paru Pau Yangu Wakai Paru Pau Yangu Wakai Paru Pau Yangu Wakai. Yesu karaople Yesu karakaimbe Marina lam pekanakwe Marina spili Noma karanali Yesu karaople Yesu karakaimbe Marina lam pekanakwe Marina spili no man karanali Marina lam pekanakwe Marina spili no man karanali I sing Marina lam pekanakwe Marina spili no man karanali Yesu karaople Yesu karakaimbe Sing Marina lam pekanakwe Marino spili no man karanali Yesu karaople Yesu karakaimbe Sing Marina lam pekanakwe Marino spili no man karanali I sing Marina lam pekanakwe Marino spili no man karanali Marina lam pekanakwe Marino spili no man karanali Marina lam pekanakwe Marino spili no man Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Yesu.
All right, this next track is called Unity the Brothers, and it goes out to my three little cousins back home in the Torres Strait. The importance of family has always been something that I've been brought up with, and that family is always important. That's why I put this little track called together called Unity the Brothers, and it goes like this. All right, this track is called Reality Is. It's the title track to my album that was released this year in May. And it's a track that I wrote that's pretty close to my heart. And it goes a little something like this.
And just shake it off. Let the hatred drop. And just live your life. 'Cause love is always on your side. 'Cause love is always on your side.
All right, this next song is called Dear Pop, and it's a song that's very close to my heart. I wrote this for my grandfather who passed away in 2017, and ever since his departure, I've found life quite challenging, but I'm grateful for the knowledge that's been passed down to me. And this one goes out to anyone that may have lost a loved one, in particular your grandparents, because as Indigenous people, we very well know how important our elders are, and that their knowledge is important to us because it helps us with unlocking the doors and with the challenges that life will hold. And I've put the song together. This one's called Dear Pop, and it goes a little something like this. Dear Pop, can you hear me cry? Dear Pop, can you see me try to make you proud? To make you proud. To make you proud. So I'm crying out loud. Dear Pop, can you hear me cry? Dear Pop, oh my dear Pop, can you see me try to make you proud? To make you proud. To make you proud. Crying out loud. 'Cause time will pass me by, and I'll pray to the Lord, Lord of Most High. He's gone to the grave, and I miss his smile. 6 foot under, but your spirit's flying so high. Dear Pop, can you hear me cry? Dear Pop, can you see me try to make you proud? To make you proud. To make you proud. Proud. 'Cause I'm crying out loud. Yes, I am. Dear Pop, can you hear me cry? Dear Pop, oh my dear Pop, can you see me try to make you proud? To make you proud. To make you proud. 'Cause I'm crying out loud. 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 Thank you very much. Oh, sweet little girl, my heart and my world, your loving touch, sweet darling, your voice is heard. Times you've cried, I felt your pain in your
calming voice, so peaceful and promising, words of wisdom to your ears, 'cause you're always listening. She's active in sports, so fierce and unstoppable. Baby's got the skills that'll take her to the top. Oh, baby, baby, don't you cry. Baby, don't you cry. Baby, don't you cry. 'Cause God, Daddy's by your side, always by your side. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to play another track for you. This one's something different. This one's a track from my album. This one's called Waves. I'm about to do something that Australia probably knows me for, playing guitar on my lap. Yeah, it's a pretty close song to my heart, and it goes a little something like this. right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to take you to the Torres Straits. A little nursery rhyme. Back in the day, people had this song to sing. These days, people listen to Coco Melon or they listen to Baby Shark. But this is a song that was on repeat in my household. This one's dedicated to all my brothers and sisters in the Torres Strait. And I'd like to once again thank my little sister, Tanya Rose, give them a for coming through today and helping me out on backing vocals. But here's a little nursery rhyme from the Torres Strait, Monkey and Total, and it goes a little something like this. Shoom, shoom, oh, 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 gonna get banana for you, me, yeah, yeah. But seek up and to them two hold up, belly up, yeah, yeah. You sub it something, you sub it down, Mata will fly will yeah, shoom shoom, oh, shoom shoom, colleague, shoom shoom, oh. Thank you very much, Cairns.
Before we close this evening, on behalf of the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair, let me thank the traditional owners for welcoming us all here tonight on their country, now known as Cairns. Thank you to all the speakers and Aisha, Jade and Chris Tamwoy for your deadly music. The Cairns Indigenous Art Fair 2021 is now officially online until the 19th of November at 2021. Please go to 2021ciaf.com.au to purchase work, and to vote for the People's Choice Art Award, go to shop.ciaf.com.au. Don't forget to go to CIAF Facebook and Instagram. Stay tuned and good night.